Coopération militaire technique, mais aussi la coopération dans le domaine de l'économie, dans le domaine de l'énergie nucléaire et toutes les questions. Et on va faire notre mieux pour vous aider de développer dans toutes ces sphères. Et j'ai déjà rapporté à votre président tout ça. Et dans le domaine de la coopération militaire, on va discuter le format de la formation de vos élèves officiers et de vos officiers du niveau différent, et y compris les pilotes dans notre pays.
Who is like unto thee, O Lord? Who is like unto thee, O Lord? Among the gods, who is like thee? Glorious in holiness, fearful in praises, doing wonders. Hallelujah. Brethren, I welcome you to today's service in the name of Jesus Christ of Nazareth. We want to thank God for bringing us into this month of September. We want to bless the name of Jehovah, He that is, He that was, He that will ever be. We want to thank Him for He is going to take us through. We have entered the month of September. I welcome you too into the month of September. In this month, you will see the hand of God in your affairs. In this month, God is going to intervene in your faith, in your case, and in the affairs of your life. Praise the Lord. Today, I bring another emergency message to you this day. Another emergency message to you today. Stop making unnecessary noise and start doing something to change the narrative. Start doing the necessary thing to change the narrative. There is a great wind that is blowing all over the world, especially on the continent of Africa, especially in favor of those who are being oppressed all over the world. I want to assure you that God has stepped up His game to defend you and to bring you out of the dungeons of darkness. And for you to come out of the dungeons of darkness, you have to be serious. You have to stop making unnecessary noise. Stop making noise that will not yield the results. Most of the noises that we make don't yield the results. Start doing something necessary to change the narrative. Because I know that one way or the other you have been affected, even though you are abroad, even though you are in the West. You all know that the West has impoverished the continent of Africa. You know why you went to where you are abroad? You know the reason that sent you abroad. If your homeland is good, you will not be suffering the things you are suffering there. So you stop making unnecessary noise and start doing the needful. Start showing yourself a man. David spoke to his son in the book of 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 2. 1 Kings. Hallelujah. In the book of 1 Kings chapter 2, I'm going to read for you now. 1 Kings chapter 2. 1 Kings chapter 2, I'm going to read verse 2. 1 Kings. You need to start doing something. Do not allow what destroyed your father to destroy you. Do not allow those that destroyed your parents to destroy you. Do not allow those that enslaved your parents to enslave you anymore. Enough of all this imperialism, enough of all this colonialism. Even when they said you are independent, but you and I know that you are not really independent. For you are dependent on them because this is what they have planned for you to remain independent on them forever. So as you are listening to my voice today, it is the voice of reason. David, when he finished his work on this earth, he encouraged his son. He encouraged Solomon. In the book of 1 Kings chapter 2, verse 2, it says, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. I go the way of all the earth. Your parents have suffered it. Your grandparents have suffered in the hands of slave masters. And so it is unlawful for you to suffer in their hands anymore. Your father, your forefathers, your grandfathers, they have paid the price. Why do you allow yourself to be enslaved physically and spiritually? Many of you are enslaved in where you are. You think you are enjoying life, but alas, you are not enjoying life. You are doing what you are doing. You are where you are today because of what they did to your home country. And because of what they are doing, they are still doing to your home country. And that is why we have run abroad. We think that it is huru there. It is not here to huru. Stop making unnecessary noise. Revolution now, and there is nothing like revolution but mere noise. Bring back our guests, and nothing happens. It just culminates into nothing but noise. This thing must end. All placards everywhere. It's not the solution. You are just making noise, and they are happy that you are making noise. Recently, a deposed traitor whose family has been on the necks of their generation for over 55 years was crying the crocodile tears and asking his friends to make noise. You know why? They enjoy noise. They enjoy noise. But the money, the accumulation of wealth, the leadership resides in their family. They enjoy noise. I even understand that the wife was even involved in ousting him out, taking him out of the way. I even understand that his daughter, I'm talking of Ali Bongo of Gabon. I even understand that the daughter was also involved in taking him out of the way. Brother, what are you waiting for? You want the enemy to destroy you before you chart a course for your life and your family and your generation and your children yet unborn? What are you doing? You are claiming that you are a Christian, but you don't even know what Christianity is all about. Christianity is about freedom. Christianity is about liberty. It's about justice. It's about righteousness. Injustice is not supposed to be found in Christendom. But all of us are enjoying it because when we invite them to our churches, they will come and drop some amount, some millions. And then we are happy with what they are doing. This is wrong, brother. This is wrong, sister. You have to be strong. I know that what has happened to others is frightening. I know that we all know the way they killed Patrice Lumumba. We all know the way they killed Thomas Sankara. We all know the way they killed Muammar Gaddafi. We all know the way they messed up Nnamdi Azikiwe and put him on the corner and raised others who are not supposed to lead to begin to lead them. We all know this. But let me assure you that standing in the fence is not the solution. David spoke to his son Solomon. He says to him, I go the way of all the earth. I have suffered it. Do not allow yourself to suffer it. Be you strong, therefore, and be yourself. Be a man. Be a man. Do not allow anybody to cheat you. That was the message in 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 2. I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong therefore, and show thyself a man. Show yourself a man for once. Show yourself a man for once. I thank God for men like Traore. I thank God for men like the present leader of Niger. I thank God for those guys who muster courage to do the needful in Gabon, to end their misery, or to at least attempt to end their misery. But you are just watching, and you want that misery to continue and get to your own children. That shall be an error. In doing that, David spoke to Solomon. In verse 3, he says to Solomon, in doing that, keep the charge of the Lord thy God. Make sure that as you are doing that, you remain resolute in the service of the Lord. Make sure that as you continue to work hard, as you continue to do the necessary, to remove the yoke upon your neck and on the neck of your generation, you also keep the charge of the Lord. Keep the charge of the Lord, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that thou may prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself. If you keep quiet, you are not doing the right thing. If you think that doing the right thing will take you away from God, you are joking. David told Solomon, be yourself a man. Try and save yourself from the imperialist weapons of the enemy, imperialist tricks of the enemy. They said, I've given you freedom. They said, I've given you independence, but you are not independent. You have to be a man. But in doing that, remember to keep the charge of the Lord. Remember that the Lord will always be with you. Because he said in his word, as I was with Moses, so shall I be with you. Joshua chapter 1 verse 5. As I was with Moses, so shall I be with you, Joshua. Even as I go the way of all the men, said David to Solomon. You have to be strong in the Lord. You have to be strong in the service of the Lord. You have to do something to change the narrative. And in doing that, do not forget the statutes of the Lord. Do not allow the word of God to depart from you. Do not allow the hand of God to depart from you. Praise the Lord. In verse 4, he said, that the Lord may continue his word which he spoke concerning me, saying, if thy children take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth, all their hearts, with all their heart, and with all their soul, there shall not fail thee any man. There shall not fail thee a man on the throne of Israel. If you and your children will walk before me, will walk with me, none of you will fail to be on the throne of David. We have been created to take over. And Jesus said, occupy till I come. How are you going to occupy? By just praying. You kneel down at the convenient corner of your house. And you say, after all, God said, pray without ceasing. And you're praying. Say, God, come and save me from the hands of these neo-colonialists, from the hands of these politicians. It will not work like that. I'm sorry to say this. It won't work like that. You have to take the bull by the horn. You have to do something before they sweep you out of the way. You know how you managed to be where you are. You know how you managed to get to where you are. Some of them could not make it to abroad. Some of them died in the desert. Some of them died on the way. Some of them were destroyed by hunger, even in the same land wherein they live. Some of them were killed by politicians during elections. Democracy in Africa is a charade, is a scam. It's a scam. This is the imperialist agenda to destroy and to continue to subjugate Africa and the black race. I encourage you today to do something. Begin to do something. Begin to encourage people around you so that God will give you an idea of what to do. Make sure you don't take anybody's life. Make sure. Politicians, they kill freely. They take lives freely during elections and even after elections. People continue to miss on daily basis in Nigeria and other African nations because of democracy. That is crazy. That shall not be allowed to continue. You need to, there is need for revolution, not the revolution of noise, but the revolution of action, doing something necessary to change the narrative. That is it. What are you going to be remembered for your generation? What are you going to be remembered for? What is it that you have done for your generation? Just that you are a noisemaker. Ganifa Wuhemi made noise until the end of his life. What did he achieve? Fela Anikulapo Kuti made noise till the end of his life. What did he achieve? No, tell me what he achieved. All the Nadeko officials in Nigeria, in the West, the Ohanezes, the Ariwas, many of them have made noise and nothing has changed. It is time for action. Thomas Sankara did not make noise. All we heard was that something has happened. Change has come. And they went hard on him and they made sure they destroyed him using his brother, using his friend, Blaise Campore, to destroy him. But another Sankara has come back to Burkina Faso. That John the Baptist that came back in the spirit of Elijah appeared in Burkina Faso in Ibrahim Traore, a young army captain. He discovered that he has to do something. He must do something to stop the sufferings of his generation. You are there making noise here and there. You go to the front of the parliament, you are making noise. That is unnecessary. Do something before they destroy you. Do something. Esther said, if I die, I die. And you will not die. For if God be for you, no man can be against you. Traore was the one who woke up and said, if I perish, I perish. Chiani in Niger has woken up. If I perish, I perish. If I perish, I perish. The other guy in Gabon, they have woken up. If I perish, I perish. But leave something on the sands of time. Something good to be remembered for. Do not say that God wants you to suffer until you die. Look at how much they are bringing from the palace, from the rooms, bedrooms of these guys. Millions of dollars, if not billions. And you are there claiming to be righteous. May God forgive you. They have killed Sankara, but they will not kill everyone. There are so many Thomas Sankaras in Africa. There are so many Muammar Gaddafis in Africa. Where are they? Where are the Elijahs of our time? They came and challenged Elijah. Elijah had to shut up the heavens. When the government of the day in First Kings, when the government of the day started their sit-tight mentality and their oppressive mentality, Elijah said, no, let me show them that there is a God in this land. And he shut up the heavens. For 3 good years, 3.5 years, there was no rain. Until he said so. Brother, you can stop the rain and then open the heavens when the time comes. Stop the rain. It is time to do and not to make noise. Make noise. Make noise. Make noise. That man called Alibongo. Make noise. Make noise. Make noise. Because you enjoy noise. Your father was there. Your great-grandfather was there. You are there. You are preparing your son to take over. And even your wife was involved in this power. Even to oust you. Because they are all looking for power. Being pushed by who? By the imperialist masters, colonialists, neo-colonialism going on all everywhere. And you are there laughing and smiling. Be careful. Because God is watching. Be careful. Do something. I said do something. And God will bless you. Do something and God will bless you, brother. Do something and God will bless you, sister.